Where are we going?
You guys see that? Just found a gold mine. We just found the coolest thing. Copper and iron everywhere. Tons and tons of copper and iron. We're gonna make out like bandits. That stuff is gold. We're rich!
Do you know who would love this?
Who?
Dustin Porter.
Yeah, I know, eh? I feel like I'm in a destination adventure. Simcoe, Vancouver, Canada. Unit number 6. Whoa, what was this part of?
I don't know.
Some ancient generating station. Look at these copper bars. So that's like a 1/4 inch or maybe 3/16 thick by about 3.5 inches. Like, what's the mass of that copper?
1988, BC Hydro.
What? No way. What do you mean?
There you go, 1988.
BC Hydro 3, that's not even that old.
No.
I mean, a lot of this equipment is way older than that. You could go dig in a mountain and get all the ore out and then crush it and grind it and get the metals and smelt them, but there's all right here. And I kind of don't think there's much gold in this stuff, but there's tons of copper, and even iron is expensive.
Yes.
I think there's thousands of dollars worth of material right here. And it just needs to be taken apart and then taken to a metal dealer.
So you want to do that?
Well, look at it. Why wouldn't you want to be out here? It's gorgeous. And this is ugly, so we should clean it up and make some cash.
Let's do it.
And this transformer, I mean, how much copper is in there? You could probably undo this lid and maybe all the windings in the core can just be lifted up out of the can. 8 steel panels, 3 transformers, and a giant generator. I mean, the panels are probably 500 pounds. That's 2,000 pounds. These things are a couple thousand pounds. There's 3 of them. And then that thing's, oh man. I don't know, there's gotta be 10,000 pounds. And most of it is iron, but tons of it is copper. Like, what if there was 9,000 pounds of iron and 1,000 pounds of copper in there? What would that be worth? I think it'd be worth a lot. We are gonna need to come back with some big equipment, yard that stuff out, and start breaking it down. We're back. This is a giant transformer. All these steel cabinets, they're worth something too, but look at this. This is copper. Big solid chunks of copper. Look at that wire down there. We're gonna collect all that. We got the big guns here, we got the big machine, we got a huge weigh scale. So we're gonna start weighing this stuff, and I got prices from the scrapyard. I know how much this stuff is worth. We're gonna add it all up. I'm gonna make a really cute list, but then we're gonna look around, and apparently there's more generators and there's more wire and there's just more money scattered all over the place. Weigh this transformer. It's gonna be heavy. So apparently a transformer is worth like 40 cents a pound. That thing is thousands of pounds. That's worth a lot of money right there. But it might even be worth more if we open it up and get the copper out from inside. So let's do it. Yeah! Okay, so just put it down, we're gonna put the scale in.
So what do you think it's gonna be?
I think it's 1,200 pounds.
Yeah?
Oh, man!
Oh. What is it?
1,600 pounds of transformer.
Wow.
Okay, put it back down. Look at that. An ancient old Westinghouse. Can you see the numbers on there? KVA, 100 KVA. Kilovolt amps. 2300 on the high voltage, 575 on the low voltage, 60 hertz. There's the schematic. That's not gonna matter when we start zip cutting it. It's been around for a while. I don't see a year on it though. Net weight with oil, 1640. We're like bang on. Gallons of oil, 85. I think we should look inside. Wow, very clean oil. Oh, look at how clean the connections are.
Smells.
Like the outside is laying in the forest for decades and the inside is perfect. Don't touch this oil, girls. It might be oily. Here's our treasure price list. I just phoned the scrap dealer. These are the current prices for the scrap material we have. We have plate and structural steel, 145 a ton. These are all Canadian dollars. The motor and the generator, which we're gonna look at, I'll get to, but the transformer, 40 cents a pound. But that doesn't include the oil. So we have, right now, one transformer. So we're gonna say about 1,000 pounds once we drain the oil. Man, times 3. We've got 3,000 pounds of transformer times maybe 40 cents a pound. So this is $1,200 right here. That's just the transformers. What if we get the cores out?
What do you mean?
Well, the core down in there, there's an iron and copper core. I bet you there's 200 pounds a case. There's 800 pounds of like core and copper. And in there's probably a couple hundred pounds of pure copper. And the pure copper, even if you just left it insulated, well, it'd be worth like maybe $3 to $4 a pound. Anyways, let's put the lid on this for now and like keep going. Another Westinghouse.
Westinghouse.
Look at that plastic kept the leaves
I
out.
can't believe that.
Look at the rust in here.
Oh my.
I mean, obviously this thing
What
is
this, a generator?
Yeah, this is a huge generator. So look at this massive steel case. And it's actually got a pony motor on top. I mean, you can see all the copper in here. Everything's copper except for this big case. I think just in copper value, there's probably a couple hundred pounds of copper right in here. That's over $1,000 worth of copper. I think this thing's gonna be like in the 30 to 40 cents a pound, just whole, without taking it apart at all. And we're just gonna have to see how much it weighs. I don't even know if we can lift it. Copper in there, look at this. We got another transformer. I think this one's even bigger. But this stuff is all copper. Look at that nice clean copper. It's just below the oxidation. Girls, get to work. Unbolt everything that looks green. Cut all these wires, put them in a bucket. We're gonna make out like bandits. Look at this beauty. Oh man, big chunk of copper. So, how much do you think it weighs?
Like 3 pounds.
That's basically like 15 bucks. We should weigh it.
Yeah.
You wanna weigh it?
Sure.
Let's go. Oh, you were good. 3.8 pounds. Yeah, that one piece is like 15 bucks.
Wow.
Did that take you an hour to take it off?
About.
No way, come on.
Oh, probably like 5 minutes.
Yeah. So if you can get one of those every 5 minutes for the next hour, that's hundreds of dollars an hour.
Yeah, that's pretty
Go
good.
get it. Wow. It's just a quick polish, hey? You know what Taylor said? He said that for every hour you work down here getting copper, he's gonna give you a pound of copper.
I don't think he said that.
Hey, I think he should.
Beautiful.
How is it so clean?
Wow. That stuff is gold. So diesel's worth like $1.60, $1.70 a liter right now. And this stuff will just burn with diesel. Like, I think if you cut it 4 to 1 or something like that, just no changes necessary. There's 80 something gallons. That's 320 liters. Even at $1.50, it's over $500 worth of diesel right here. This is like tractor food. Look at that laminar flow. Weird engineers just get off on that. No way. It's like, I don't know what to say. You can't see it in real life, just on the camera. I feel like this is like where you like land on a planet and the whole, no one's around, but like all the old technology is like covered with the environment.
Right.
And we're just discovering it.
Or like
There was intelligent life here.
because it's like you're in a jungle. Look at all this moss hanging around.
Looks fun. Dig around in the woods.
Slowly adding up.
Oh yeah, 12.8. This copper wire could be worth like $1.50 or it could be worth over $3, depending on the percentage of copper. Because if this is like 80% copper, which I'm sure it is, then this is over $3 a pound right here, which is like another 36 bucks.
Just for that stuff right there.
Yeah, just this little bundle of crappy old wire.
Wow.
I mean, it is beautiful. You know what it looks like to me?
Big nasty mess.
No, it looks like money. I bet you could buy a
Chocolate bar. That's crazy.
$9.55. It's basically $400. But we should look inside now. Maybe we can just like pull the core out and there's just like copper laying around. Wow, it's tiny. This is like a tiny little transformer in there. He's gonna up in here. Alright, it'll reach.
Size of reach?
Wow. Okay, what's the weight? 675 pounds. How much of that is iron? How much is copper? These are like little insulating boards. But these are copper windings that are like probably flat bar, just like this. Like it's the same stuff. It's like a 1/8 by 1/4 inch kind of copper bars, mini bars. So let's say that it's 20% copper. So that's 130 pounds. So if you were to pull out 130 pounds, you'd have to like pull off the insulation and make it shiny, and then it would be almost $5. It'd be like $4.60 a pound, in the 600s somewhere. But as it stands, it's worth 40 cents a pound, just like that. See, the thing is, it might have been worth 40 cents a pound in there too. So we're gonna use the tank because it's an awesome oil tank, and the oil is basically diesel. So we're just gonna reuse the tank. There's like $500 for just a diesel, and then a couple $100 for a tank. So like the money is actually better just for us to reuse it. But then this thing is still gonna be worth 280 bucks. That's better than a kick in the pants. This is the big lift. We are gonna see if we can even budge this thing. 4,000, oh, that's it. So he's got 4,000 pounds.
Gonna try and drag it out.
Drag it.
Wait.
Whoa, oh, tractor's going up. Woo. Oh my. Wow, look at this thing. Oh my goodness. This would be a great fire pit once you get it, once you get the rotor out.
Oh, it would be actually.
Look at the shaft, eh?
I know.
That would be an amazing fire
Look,
pit.
girls, if we turn this, we can generate electricity.
Yeah, just turn it.
Oh, this thing still moves.
Still a good motor.
That's still a good motor in there. Can
Look
you
at
believe this? This is like 40, 50-year-old bearings sitting outside. And this thing spins. If this weighs, I mean, it's north of 4,000 pounds for sure. If it's 5,000 pounds and you get 30 cents for it, that's 1,500 bucks right there.
Oh, yeah.
Shunt winding, serial number, Canada, Westinghouse.
I gave it to one of the
Where is it made? Hamilton, Canada.
I think
Okay. Yeah, look at that.
What is it, 275?
Yeah.
That.
This whole thing is solid copper?
No, it's a transformer. This
okay.
is a current transformer. 32.6.
Oh yeah.
Okay, let's update this thing. So we've got at least 12 of those little transformers. So little transformers, there's at least 12, but I'm gonna say they're roughly 25 pounds. And so they should be 10 bucks each. So that's 120. So that goes to 120. Okay, and then there's steel cabinets. 250 pounds times 6. 145 per ton, which is pretty low. I think that's because we're so far away from like a steel recycling place. For sure in other places it's double that. But either way, that only gives us like, I don't know, just over 100 bucks. Yeah, I'm just gonna say 110 bucks. The giant generator, we gotta estimate.
I think 5.
Yeah, about
5,000
5,000 pounds. They said between 28 and 38, but the bigger it is, kind of like the lesser price. So we'll go with 30. So that goes to 1,500 bucks. Okay, and the little generator might be closer to the higher end, maybe closer to the 20 or the 38. We'll call it 35. The small generator was about 275 pounds.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like 100 bucks.
Right, Julia. Show me all of your muscles. 18 pounds, 17.8 pounds.
Okay, let's weigh this. $4.54 a pound. So how many pounds?
205.
$900 of
Are
copper
you
in there.
serious?
Okay, so there's like buttloads of money here. Like we're gonna make over $5,000 for sure. Like it's like a guarantee.
Nice.
I'm actually gonna go and like turn some of this stuff in and actually see what we get. And I think we're gonna do something special with the copper. Here we are. It's the moment of truth. Hello.
What can I do for you?
Are you Alex?
Yeah.
I'm Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
Oh, hey.
So how do I know what they'll pay me for different stuff?
Well, they can tell you as they pull it in, but I
Okay.
do have a sheet I can print
Ooh.
out for you.
Yeah, I
that's
want the sheet.
Valid as of like today.
Yeah, because it changes.
About
It could
once a
change
week.
any day, but
It
every
can
couple
change
days.
any day, but
Okay.
the prices are fairly stable right now for
Okay.
non-ferrous. So.
Yeah. You had told me that, like generators, for example, or motors, they kind of had like a price scale. So who's gonna decide exactly
it'll
what
be
price?
It'll be the non-ferrous guys. They're gonna physically take a look at it, see
Okay.
what the condition of the motor is.
Okay.
If there's a lot of copper breakage, or if it's really big, if it's mostly steel.
Yeah.
If it has its core in it.
Right,
'Cause we
okay.
do get some where it's just that shell.
Right. And is it like a bit of a negotiation where I'm like, no way, man, there's like way more copper than that in there?
I mean, occasionally it can be. Number one means it's bright and shiny. It looks brand new. If
Right.
it's got a little bit of damage, that's
Yeah.
number two. If it looks like it's been on fire at
Right.
some point, that's number three.
Okay.
Right? A large motor, you can't.
Right.
Right? Like, they're big.
Yeah.
Like, we're talking motors out of, like, power plant kind
Right.
of stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
sometimes, Right?
So that
It's
those
just-
are the ones I have.
Yeah, and we pay a little less for them because
Yeah.
it's mostly that steel
Just a lot.
casing.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm in the right spot. So I just have like some samples of stuff here.
Okay.
I've got a bunch more stuff, and there's tons of stuff that's not for you, like the hay.
I was gonna say.
So the deal is, like some of this stuff I'm definitely gonna give you, like this insulated stuff. I want it out of my truck.
I don't blame
But
you.
these bars, I have a lot more of this, and right now I kind of just want to know the prices.
Yeah,
So-
no worries.
right? Oh, and this is a legit scale, hey? Oh yeah. The real thing.
So you get 25 bucks for this right here.
Okay, let's do that, and then let's throw all this on there too.
All for this at 19 pounds,
Okay.
30 bucks.
Okay, so that's the whole thing. How much is that?
So you get a little under 150 bucks for this.
Ooh, look at that, eh?
It adds up quick.
And I got lots of this,
Yeah.
but I'm not gonna sell it right now. Okay, what do you think about those?
It's like motors and transformers.
These are all transformers, yeah.
So with the transformers,
Yeah.
some of them are copper and some of them are aluminum.
Okay,
So that's just the main thing you got to look out for.
okay, yeah. I'm sure these are copper, but he'll check with the grinder, eh?
Pretty heavy, yeah.
Okay. Did you hit copper in there? Did you find it?
Yeah, you could just barely see it.
Okay, yeah.
83.98, so 84 bucks.
Okay, sweet. Let's do it. Add it on the list.
Okay, perfect.
And then we got one more goodie for you. Oh yeah. What's this thing worth?
27 cents a pound.
27? Now what if I had one of these that was like 5,000 pounds? Would you take that?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
You just gotta
good.
arrange it with us, and then
Yeah.
so that we know what's coming.
So that's the, you know, the industrial transformer, but the core of the transformer is right there. You see that?
Yeah, so if you brought that in specifically, you'd be able to get the 38 cents a pound. If you brought
Okay.
it in, still fully encased with steel,
Yeah.
you probably just have to buy it as steel off you.
So I can't bring it in like the big green steel box.
Well, I think you can, but you need the paperwork for it. We need to have the papers for the industrial transformers,
Oh, interesting. Just make sure I didn't steal it.
pretty much.
Yeah.
And make sure, and like I think fluids and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. No one wants bodily fluids in their transformer. That's true.
You know, it wouldn't be the first time we found stuff like that. Unfortunately.
Okay, we're gonna total this up.
Hey, all done over there?
We made a deal. Those guys were great out there. They answered all my questions.
Yeah.
So I got a check here. Yeah, I don't remember the last time I got a check.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna print me like a paper check.
I'm going to print you a paper check.
Huh, have you ever thought about going to Bitcoin or something? $215.63. And that was number 1 insulated copper wire, 8 pounds, so $2.32 a pound, then $1.55 a pound for number 2 copper wire. Harness wire was $1.59. Okay. Okay, thanks so much.
No problem. You have a good day.
You too. Julia's just polishing up some of those copper bars. And while she's getting them here, I'll show you. This is pretty great. Actually, this is pretty great too. This is Julia's engineering pad she made me. Here we go. Here's the treasure list. Here's the prices. Here is all the data. And here are the totals. For the transformers, $1,040. Plus a bonus if you count the diesel fuel, which you should. $1,632. The generators, $35, $37. The copper, $999 for a total of $5,576. Plus $1,632 of diesel. That makes total treasure $7,200. That's amazing. Even if you count like, I don't know, a few $100s, whatever it takes to get this to the wrecker, you know, you're definitely $5-6 grand at least. That's amazing. And it's just like old materials that, I mean, they're just gonna sit there forever otherwise. Look at this. What do you got? How many of the bars is this?
This is about 2 of them.
Just 2 of those bus bars. And look at this. She just kind of polished them up with the angle grinder. But these things, how much, did you weigh one of these?
No.
Oh, how much are these, I wonder? Maybe these things are like half a pound or something like that? So this is just like a couple bucks. You could just kind of trade in copper. Is that kind of heavy?
Yes.
I mean, that must be 5 or 10 pounds right there. Yeah. Okay, you can go get your own treasure in the woods. I think you should look around. Look around for some old stuff. It might be really valuable. But you can also get some valuable stuff on our website. You can get this engineering pad because Julia made it and it's awesome. Look at this, it has like a custom little pencil holder. If you don't want to carry around like 5 or 10 pounds of metal, you could get some precious metal. You could get some of our silver coins. The girls make that too. Okay, this treasure hunt is over. But if you love treasure, you're gonna like these other videos. They're full of treasure.